Did the Cowboys just create an offensive nightmare the NFL isn't ready for? The idea of Davante Adams lining up beside Lamar has fans stunned, and defenses on edge. Some believe this would be an unstoppable pairing that instantly shifts the balance of power in the league, while others question whether the chemistry and cost are worth the risk. Why would Dallas make a move this bold right now, and how real is this bombshell? One overlooked detail makes this scenario far more dangerous than people realize, and it could change everything. Nobody saw this coming. Just when the entire league thought the Dallas Cowboys were done making noise, a bombshell drops that flips the NFL conversation upside down. Because today, the Dallas Cowboys didn't just make a move, they sent a message. A loud one. A dangerous one. And the message is simple: the Cowboys are done playing it safe. The name shaking the NFL world right now? Davante Adams. Yes. That Davante Adams. One of the most feared wide receivers of this generation is suddenly wearing silver and blue, and the ripple effects are massive. Cowboys fans are in shock, rival fanbases are panicking, and NFL executives are quietly asking the same question behind closed doors: how did Dallas pull this off? And more importantly, what happens next? Because this isn't just about Davante Adams joining the Cowboys. This is about what it unlocks. This is about what it signals. And this is about a potential nightmare scenario for the rest of the league, especially if Lamar Jackson truly enters the picture. Let's slow this down, because the implications here are wild. Davante Adams isn't just a big-name receiver. He's a route-running assassin. A red zone cheat code. A player who bends defensive coverages just by stepping onto the field. Defensive coordinators don't sleep the night before facing Davante Adams. They stress. They scheme. And most of the time, they still fail. Now imagine him lining up in Dallas. Imagine CeeDee Lamb on one side. Davante Adams on the other. Jake Ferguson working the middle. Brandon Cooks stretching the field. Suddenly, defenses have nowhere to hide. Double one guy? Fine, another all-pro burns you. Play zone? Adams eats it alive. Man coverage? Pick your poison. This instantly becomes one of the most terrifying receiving corps in the NFL. And here's the part that should really grab your attention: this move doesn't feel random. It feels intentional. Strategic. Almost like a chess move setting up something bigger. Because when teams acquire a weapon like Davante Adams at this stage, it's usually for one reason: they believe they're right there. One move away. One quarterback away. One final piece away. And that's where the Lamar Jackson whispers get louder. Let's be clear, nothing is official. But the timing is suspicious. The roster construction is suspicious. And the silence from certain corners of the Cowboys front office is very loud. Why bring in a receiver like Davante Adams unless you're planning to maximize him? Adams thrives with elite quarterback play. Precision. Timing. Trust. And while Dak Prescott has had success, there's been growing tension around Dallas' long-term direction. Contract questions. Playoff frustration. And a front office that's clearly tired of early exits. Now imagine Lamar Jackson in this offense. A quarterback who forces defenses to play honest. A quarterback who turns broken plays into 30-yard gains. A quarterback who, when paired with elite receivers, becomes nearly impossible to contain. Defenses wouldn't just have to cover Davante Adams and CeeDee Lamb, they'd have to spy Lamar Jackson. Blitz him? He escapes. Drop back? He picks you apart. Contain the run? He hits Adams on a back shoulder fade. That's not an offense. That's a nightmare. And the league knows it. You can already feel the shift in tone across NFL circles. Analysts scrambling to adjust power rankings. Opposing fans laughing nervously while saying we'll see. And Cowboys fans finally allowing themselves to dream again. Because this feels different. This doesn't feel like a flashy move for headlines. This feels like a win-now decision. The kind of move teams make when patience is gone and urgency has taken over. Davante Adams didn't come to Dallas to rebuild. He didn't come for vibes. He came to compete. To dominate. To chase something that's been just out of reach. And let's not ignore the psychological impact of this move. Defenses now have to plan their entire week around stopping Dallas receivers. Corners get exposed. Safeties get pulled out of position. Linebackers hesitate. 1 second of doubt is all Adams needs. And that pressure trickles down. The run game improves because boxes get lighter. The offensive line looks better because pass rushers can't tee off. Even the defense benefits because time of possession shifts. This is how contenders are built. But here's the flip side, and it needs to be said. This move also raises expectations to an uncomfortable level. There are no more excuses. You don't bring in Davante Adams to lose in the wild card round. You don't stack this much talent to see what happens. The Cowboys just put themselves squarely in Super Bowl or bust territory. Every loss will be magnified. Every mistake dissected. Every playoff snap scrutinized. And that pressure? It's real. If Lamar Jackson does enter the equation, the pressure multiplies. Because then the question won't be can the Cowboys compete? It'll be why aren't they dominating? And the rest of the NFC is watching closely. The 49ers, the Eagles, the Lions. They all just felt the ground shift a little. Because Dallas didn't just upgrade, they escalated. This is an arms race now. And Jerry Jones? Love him or hate him, he didn't make this move quietly. He made it with intent. With confidence. With the belief that the window is wide open but not for long. The Cowboys are all in. So now the league waits. Does this offense live up to the hype? Does the chemistry click immediately? Does this open the door for an even bigger move under center? One thing is certain, Dallas just became must-watch TV again. Every snap. Every route. Every touchdown will be dissected, debated, and replayed endlessly. And if it works? If this experiment explodes the way it could? The NFL may have just witnessed the birth of its most dangerous offense. And if you're a Cowboys fan, this is the moment you've been waiting for. If you're a rival fan, you might want to buckle up. Because the Cowboys didn't whisper their intentions. They dropped a bomb.